Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Western New York Athletics. My name is Jacob Fike. Alongside me is Nichols boys basketball head coach Matt Bradshaw. We're live here at ECC, the BURT FLICKENGER Athletic Center, and you already hear the fans already getting loud and proud as Canisius Crusaders will take on the Fordham Prep Rams for the New York State Catholic Boys Basketball Class A State Championship. And Matt, this is the big one. It's already packed here at the BURT FLICKENGER Athletic Center. This should be a really fun game.
Yeah, I love the atmosphere. Obviously, Canisius has the home court advantage here. You see their students out in full force down here to our lower right. You know, you see all their parents, their friends, their aunts, their uncles, their grandparents are all here. You know, this should be a good one.
Take a look at last matchups for both teams to get here to the finale. They both had their state semifinal matchups. Canisius beating Holy Trinity. Canisius won in a tense, low-scoring game, 53-45. Head coach Kyle Husband, when speaking to him, said it was a hard-fought, low-scoring game. Husband also mentioned it was a very physical game, too. Not a lot of fouls called in that one. And then for Fordham Prep, the Rams defeated Nazareth 42-38 in their last game. But right now, we are going to go to our PA announcer for the national anthem and for the starting lineups.
Thank you. Please remain standing as we honor America and all those who protect us here at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem. At forward is 6'6" senior, number 5, David Moten. At forward is 6'2" senior, number 11, Jacob Mitrazi. At forward is 6'4" junior, number 14, Jameer Harris. And at guard is 6' senior, number 23, Thomas Whalen. Marines are coached by Mr. Brian Dowdy. And now let's meet the starters of the home team, At forward, the junior, 6'4", number 5, Shane Chipotle. At guard, a 5'10", senior, number 13, Connor Schuster. At guard, a 6'2", junior, number 23, Grant Sloan. At forward, a 6'5", senior, number 32, Eddie Osborne. And at center, 6'7", senior, number 34, Tucker.
As you hear there, the starting lineups, the fan section for Canisius to my right, as you'll see on the right side of the broadcast. Matt, it's game time here.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to see these two heavyweights go at it. Great to see that student section down there to our right. Full force. This should be a fun one.
Canisius coming in at 22-5 overall. Fordham Prep 22-4. This was a Catholic state title game that should have happened 2 years ago. Both these teams were supposed to play in 2020, but unfortunately the COVID-19 pandemic stalled that from happening. They both come back here 2 years later, as there's no Catholic state titles in 2021. We get to 2022, and we're finally going to see who's going to win a Catholic state title in Class A.
Let's go. So happy for these kids to be able to have this game.
Our officials for
Both
tonight's
teams.
game is Justin Const, Daryl Carter, and Tom Roberts.
Again, another outstanding officiating crew. Section 6 finest.
Declan Ryan going up against number 5, Nate Boateng here for the tip-off. Ball's in the air, tipped, and we are underway. Fordham Prep starting off with possession. Getting will be number 22, Omari Ward. To the right side, he's got
Canisius
Boateng.
starting out man-to-man.
They go from right to left. To the left side, Thomas Whalen with it. Giving it to Boateng. Now over to number 11,
Oh.
Jake Antrazi, but a turnover call.
Two players not on the same page there. Results in a turnover. Canisius ball. Fordham started out man-to-man as well. Got
Here's Luke Granto, both 23s, both going at it to start off the game. Moving it from Schuster to Circoni to the left wing. Here's Ryan deep beyond the top of the key to now Cosgrove. Finding inside the Circoni, who faces a double team. Granto fakes the three, will drive. Kicking out to Schuster. Back to Granto. Three-pointer. Hits front iron. Offensive rebound originally for Circoni, but it's stripped away.
Be interesting to see if the shooting will continue in this game as well with these rims.
Yeah, that was a factor towards the majority of the game in our Class B title game between St. Mary's and Cathedral Prep. Inside, Boateng.
Nice take, though.
Shot
Nice,
too strong. Putback is in, though, for Jameer Harris.
nice rebound by Harris and put back.
Harris, not one of the main scorers on this team, but had 5 points and a big 14 rebounds.
Nice.
And they're winning against Nazareth.
They like that play, ball reversal, back door. They run that a lot. A good matchup here with Declan.
Here's
Declan
now
and Harris.
Granto on a drive, try to find Cosgrove, but a miscommunication sends this ball out of bounds. Here's now Boateng. Moving it over to Antrazi. Trying to find open teammate. Nothing's there. He'll cut right through off the glass. Too strong off the front rim.
Good move, though. They're aggressive. Fordham's been aggressive so far in both their possessions. Got to get Declan the ball. He's got to get a touch inside, just kind of like Massimino the last game.
Circoni on a drive, going up. Hits the front rim, and Boateng will grab the board. In transition, Whalen has it. Move to his left. Nothing was there, and they'll move it over to Ward to set up the offense. Boateng to the right side, back over to Whalen. Underneath, he has Antrazi. Not there, though. Harris now with it. Over to Ward along the left wing. Trying to get by Granto. Able to go for the layup. Couldn't get the friendly roll. And Cosgrove with the board. In transition to Schuster. Circoni with a burst of speed for the first bucket of the game.
Nice. Transition basket. Circoni attacks the rim and 2 points. But Fordham's getting penetration. Every possession they've gotten the ball inside there.
Ward now with it. The senior going up against Granto. Almost had it poked away, but his teammate Whalen grabs it. Trying to drive against two defenders. His shot's short, and Cosgrove just saves it before he goes out of bounds. Circoni over to Cosgrove.
There we go.
Trying to feed it to Ryan in the paint, and they take their first lead of the game.
Nice play there by Cosgrove, recognizing that Declan was open on the baseline there, and Declan's got such a smooth touch. Nice basket. Now
Antrazi. Moving it from Ward. Boateng Trying to use the screen on the left side. Ward doesn't want to use it yet. We'll go along the baseline. They kick it out. Open three-pointer. Hits left side of the rim and out for a rebound for Ryan.
There we go.
Schuster over to Granto. Players on Canisius play. Nice game of catch along the perimeter. Circoni wanting the drive. Nothing's there. Schuster doesn't like what he saw. Gives it back to Circoni. Back to Schuster. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Fade away, and it goes in for Declan Ryan.
Nice step back by the big fella. Wow. Not much this guy can't do offensively.
Is their leading scorer on the team. 20.4 points a game, 9.3 rebounds a game.
Oh, right back at him, though. Harris, strong move to the basket. It's going to be a nice battle between them two.
Make it a 6-4 lead for Canisius. Cosgrove for three, rolls in and out. And the rebound's there for Antrazi. From Ward, trying to drive by. His shot, too strong. Cosgrove with the board. Granto will slowly bring this up. They'll set up the offense from Cosgrove to Schuster. Well beyond the top of the key to Ryan along the left wing. Cosgrove finding it back to Schuster. Over to give it to Ryan. In the paint. He goes up. Can't get the friendly roll. Circoni couldn't get the put back in, but will shoot two at the charity stripe.
Shane Circoni does such a great job. He's done all year. He did it against us. He just really does a nice job hitting the offensive boards. Just a nice job.
And how about this for sectionals and Western regionals, as Circoni knocks down his first free throw of the game. Salamanca defeated Avon in the regional 61-59. Salamanca's guy Andy Herrick hit a game-winning three-pointer with 25 seconds left to give him the victory.
Nice win by Salamanca. They've been playing well all year, well-deserved, well-coached team. Happy for them.
On a drive, layup is too strong. Circoni with the Euro stepping in. A nice hot start for Canisius. 6 points already for Circoni.
Nice move.
As Charlie O'Sullivan checked into the game for Fordham Prep on a drive. Basket's not going to count. It'll be on the floor.
Fordham's not getting many results, but they're really attacking the basket, and they're getting inside the lane. The shots aren't falling.
O'Sullivan to Boateng. Trying to feed it over to Whalen, and he does. Trying to drive, double teamed, layup on the way, and it's in.
Another penetration. They're getting inside the paint too easy.
The bounce pass over from Cosgrove, Schuster to Ryan to the left side of the court. Now to Cosgrove, to Granto.
Declan can that.
Declan with the screen. He'll go around the paint. From Granto to Cosgrove with 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Trying to drive, and it's short.
Nice move, though, by Cosgrove, though. Nice move attacking the basket.
Boateng's pass to Ward. Couldn't find anyone. Boateng in the paint underneath. And he makes it a 2-point lead now for Canisius.
Every basket they've scored, Fordham, has been as a result of somebody penetrating into the lane.
Circoni, free throw jumper, cashes it in.
Nice. St. Circoni can score from inside, mid-range, and three-point range.
Already he's got as many points as Fordham Prep does have right now with 8. 8 of 12 points for Canisius. Shots too strong. Ryan with the board. Here's Granto with it. Transfer student from North Tonawanda. To the right side for Schuster to Ryan underneath, and it's back up to a 6-point lead.
No weak side help there. Declan got caught over him. Declan got the ball. Nobody from the weak side came down to help him.
So far, all the scoring has come from Circoni and Ryan. Their two main scorers. Ward handing it off to Boateng against Declan Ryan. Moving it over to Whalen. On a drive. Layup on the way.
Another drive. They got to do a better job of closing that lane down.
less than already a minute to go in the first quarter. This game has gone by quick. Only have had 2 combined fouls, 1 from each side. 40 seconds left from Cerconi to Schuster along the top of the key.
Ooh.
Almost got stripped away by Whalen. Cerconi for 3. Bang! Shane Cerconi!
We've seen Shane score from every level this game, and it's only the first quarter.
The junior knocking it down. 21 seconds to go in the first quarter. Whalen trying to cut right by. Boateng didn't like the pass lane, though. Ward with it. To the left wing. 10 seconds left. 9 seconds left and counting. Trying to drive his Ward. His layup is short. Cosgrove with it. With 2 seconds left. Long pass to Granto for 3. And it's short. A nice attempt, but nonetheless, Canisius off to a nice start. They're up 17-10 as we are done with 1 quarter of play. We'll take a break in the action. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics as we're just about to get started with the second quarter. Fordham Prep already out there as Canisius still in their huddle. Canisius, nice start for them. You know, 17-10. Right now, it's only just Declan Ryan. He's got 6 points. Shane Cerconi leads the way with 11.
Well, that's how they've been rolling all year. Shane Cerconi and Declan Ryan, or Declan Ryan, Shane Cerconi, whichever way you put it. But 2 really high-level players showing up in the championship game.
And
that's what you want.
The Canisius Crusaders will start off with
Here he
the ball.
goes again.
And Cerconi continuing on.
I'm not sure they can play them man-to-man. They may have to get out of this man and go a little zone.
He's already got 13 points. There's now O'Sullivan. Moving it to Boateng, and now down the ward, guarded by Granto. To the right side, they give it back to Whalen. Trying to drive with his left. That's been a strong suit, and now he'll shoot 2 at the line. And I mentioned Whalen's strong suit. He likes to go with his left to go into the hole, and so far it's cashed in on him, and he'll now go for 2 at the line.
Well, yeah, they get it in the lane at will. They've been driving and penetrating. They just can't finish.
Whalen shooting 13.7 points a game.
Up.
As he misses his first free throw attempt.
You're struggling scoring, and then you can't make it at the free throw line. It gets really frustrating.
And he's one of their better free throw shooters. He's shooting 83% from the charity stripe. Matt, there's actually about maybe 4 guys on here that can shoot more than 75% from the charity stripe.
Well, that might be an issue coming down the line because these rims, again, are not shooter-friendly.
And he goes 0-2 from the line there.
And here comes Shane in transition.
Cerconi.
No, they had him.
Moving it over to, looked like that was Lucas.
They got Shane wide open. There he goes. He's wide open. There's 2. Boom.
Ryan hook shot. Nothing's there. Off the glass. Trying to fight for it. Both squads, and it's going to stay with the Crusaders.
If Declan would have gone up strong there, brought the ball up over his shoulder, over his head, that would have been too easy, but he kind of flipped it up there. Still Canisius ball, though.
Ryan, 2-pointer.
All day.
He's good.
They can't man these guys. They can't play a man. It's great for a coach when your 2 stars show up for the biggest game of the year.
Absolutely, and right now we got to see what Fordham Prep's going to have to try to do in response. Ward moving to the right side.
There they go.
They get it. So they're finding something so far in this Canisius defense. Using those pick and screens, they find holes to the middle, and they're cutting through.
They're getting paint touches. Now they got to come up with a way to stop Canisius, especially Ryan and Cerconi.
Well, Ryan currently has it, guarded by Boateng, facing a double team. They kick it out. Granto for 3,
Jeez.
and switches it down.
Grano made that shot, but Declan Ryan made that play.
Absolutely. That was a beautiful feed from the senior.
Nice recognition by Declan.
Boateng, he'll try a three.
No.
Too strong. Ingrando with the board. He'll feed it to Sirconi.
Fordham's got to do something different, or this game could get out of hand.
Ryan in the paint
Nice
against
kick.
Harris. They kick it out. Conroy for three. Bang!
We got to say it again.
No problem today for the rim for Canisius. They're firing on all cylinders.
Declan Ryan made that play again. Puts the ball on the ground, recognizes a double team, and kicks it.
And with that, Fordham Prep will have to call a timeout. 5:55 remaining in the first half. Canisius up 27-12. We'll take a break in the action. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. Fordham Prep. Looks like they're going to face a...
Love this by Canisius. Love this by Canisius.
Taken away. Sirconi. Nice feed from Granto to Conroy. He goes up and gets the nice roll. A 12-2 run to start out this second quarter.
Gotta love that they come out in the zone press, they get a turnover basket, and they go right back into their man.
Fadeaway jumper by Ward is
I'd like to see the
back iron.
Fordham's answer to their Canisius' offense, scoring at will almost. Seems like they're still in that man-to-man, though.
As you said it perfectly, still going to that man-to-man defense. Sirconi will drive. Offensive foul.
Declan Ryan's out of the game now, so, I'd like to see Harris get the ball on in the post for Fordham here. Back in the 1-2-2 three-quarter court trap here, Canisius is.
Boateng with it.
Trying to get them a little disorganized here.
And Whalen's shot. He's blocked by Connor Schuster.
And Ryan's back into the game now.
Yep, he'll come back in for Granto.
Good job by Coach Husband. Give him a little break, get him some water, get him energized, get him back in there.
And for that pass to Harris, it looks like we get a foul called against Canisius. And you mentioned about, as like a head, with you being a head coach, obviously you want to get your star players, stay them as fresh as possible. But with this big of a lead, you figure they got a lot of adrenaline right now as this game's come along.
Absolutely. And Fordham's on the road and playing with this crowd, it's got to be tough for them.
Yeah, definitely a
A
hostile.
little travel maybe there, but...
Oh, here's Boateng.
Oh!
He had a beautiful shot, but it was an offensive foul.
That could have been the play that got them going, but it went the other way. Nice job by Conroy drawing that charge.
And I was just about to mention what this adrenaline that Canisius has with their home court, a hostile territory for Fordham Prep.
Just being able to stand in front of Harris at that size, good job by Conroy.
Conroy to Ryan. As Conroy moved to the right corner, the three-point marker.
Nice.
Cosgrove's layup is too strong.
That's not their defense. That's just a missed shot.
Ward on a drive, trying to make something happen. And he'll shoot two at the free throw line.
Just a little surprise. Fordham hasn't changed it up a little bit defensively here.
So Amari Ward, the senior point guard on this squad. In fact, there's 6 seniors on the squad. Only 11 players here initially on the roster, as Ward will averaging 14.5 points a game, 5.7 assists per game. He's hearing it from the Canisius fan base, but doesn't bother him that time.
Good show out today by the Canisius student section. The whole right side of our viewing area here is all filled up with students from Canisius.
Shane Sirconi will check out. Luke Granto will come in for him. As you mentioned about these bleachers, Matt, there's about 20 rows of bleachers, I would say. They probably got at least 16 of those covered up on the right side.
Yes, and they're loud.
So Ward goes 2 of 2 from the line that time.
Almost halfway through this quarter, and Ciccone and Ryan have been a little bit more quiet in this quarter than they were in the first.
Bounce pass over from Granto. Nice feed to Schuster, and hits it.
Switch, though, too, right?
Swishing it from the left corner.
Didn't count on the rim.
Had a block shot, a big three-pointer. He's fired up.
Nice to be able to rest some of your better players and come in with some of these role guys making a difference.
O'Sullivan got stripped away, but Whalen's able to save it. Now over to Harris. He didn't like what he saw. The Boateng trying to drive along against Ryan. He kicks it out to O'Sullivan, but through his hands.
I think they got away with a blocking foul there, but again, 14 points, quarter and a half. Not going to get it done here. Staying in their man.
Here's now Ryan over to Granto, moving over to Cosgrove to the left side and back to Ryan. They play a nice game of catch. Now moving it to Granto.
Nice.
Trying to feed it to Ryan. It was bobbled. He corrals it, draws the foul, shoots 2 at the line.
A nice job there by Declan getting down low and picking that ball off the floor. Being that tall, sometimes it's tough to get down that low, pick up the loose ball. But he got down low, picked up the loose ball, put it up, and drew the foul. Big fella shooting 2 now.
And Ryan, we talked about the big man in Massimo Moretti when St. Mary's was playing the Class B state title game against Cathedral Prep, and then you take a look at Declan Ryan. 2 great big men here, Monsignor Martin.
Yes.
Ryan has shown to be, one of the best ones here.
Yeah, I'm sure Declan's going to get it or going to get a lot of votes for Player of the Year in Western New York, and well-deserved, too. Does a little bit of everything well.
He went 2 for the 2 in the line that time. Ward shot popping up, getting the friendly roll. He's the only one that's got scoring so far in the second quarter.
They got to get some stops. They're struggling right now stopping Canisius.
Granto will take it well beyond three-point land, and Schuster will get the handoff, and they move it to Ryan. Granto along the top of the key. It's Conroy and Cosgrove will switch spots. Ryan will switch over with Granto. He'll give it back to him. With that screen, Granto trying to find a way into the hole and can't. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Cosgrove with it. Trying to drive. Going up with it. Off the glass and in.
Nice move by Cosgrove there. Great move.
His first bucket of the game and extends the lead to 20.
Shot clock was winding down. He put his shoulder down, went straight ahead, and got the basket.
There's now Ward, who got stripped away, but will get a hold call against Canisius.
Fordham's inability to shoot from the outside is really going to hurt them. Everything is depending on getting to the rim by them. Nobody's making three-pointers.
Bounce pass
Right
inside.
there.
Harris wide open. He's got 4 points in the game. Conroy had it bobbled and taken away, but it was off Rams player, and Canisius will keep it on their side of the court. Substitution now, and number 10, Lucas Ingrando, will check into the game for Vinny Conroy.
Good job by Conroy. He's one of those players that doesn't get a lot of publicity because of Ryan and Ciccone there. And Cosgrove.
Two-pointer, rattles in and out. Now Boateng with it from right to left. Whalen with it at the top of the key. Trying to drive. Boateng trying to step back. Didn't like the 3. He'll try to drive. He kicks it out. Nice feed. Harris. Shot rolls in and out. Boateng with the offensive rebound. And O'Sullivan
Good
gets
work
the
there by
putback.
Fordham. They got a nice dribble drive kick for a nice open 3. Didn't go in. Hit the boards. And got the offensive rebound in for 2. Nice job there. But they got to get stops. Just like the first game. You got to get stops and convert.
92 seconds left to go in the first half. Canisius up by 16. What a phenomenal start they've had in this game.
Fordham can somehow get it down to 12 with a minute 22 to go.
They got
But the way Canisius is running their offense, they're tough.
6 seconds left on the shot clock. Granto against the 23s. Three-pointer. Bang! Luke Granto!
Nice job. Everybody's playing well.
Trying to respond back, doesn't go in, over the backboard and out of bounds. Granto with 2 3-pointers, both coming here in the second quarter.
I mean, Canisius has 6 different scorers in this game. That's, as a coach, you got to be really, really happy with that.
Timeout called with 1 minute exactly left to go here in the first half, and we'll actually stay here for a little bit, talk about something interesting, that both the high schools are doing here, as both the presidents of Canisius and Fordham Prep have decided, Matt, to put a food wager on this game. So if Canisius wins, they will receive a dozen Italian combo sandwiches from Mike Arthur Venue. It's an Italian deli place in the Bronx, New York, right where Fordham Prep is.
What are we sending if we win?
We're going to send them, if Fordham Prep wins, they will receive 50 chicken wings from Eddie Brady's Bar right here in Buffalo.
I don't know. I don't know much about what Fordham's going to be bringing us, but I do know that if Fordham happens to win, they're going. I think they're getting the better of the deal. Eddie Brady's got fine chicken wings. Well, what's impressive to me is only Declan Ryan and Shane Ciccone only have 6 points this quarter, and they've opened up a 19-point lead, and so the other players, that don't really get the fanfare that the other two get have really stepped up here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that supporting cast and the players off the bench have done a phenomenal job.
Like this guy.
Cosgrove hits left iron and out. Granto with the offensive board. What a phenomenal first half he's had.
Yes. All these guys.
Cosgrove to Ingrando to Schuster. Just try to use as much up clock as they can. Nice feed inside. Schuster ended up losing it.
But he got away with a foul there, but.
And here's a foul called. And we'll see what's this on.
On 13 from Canisius.
So that will be a 1-and-1. That definitely was a play that could have gone either way, Matt.
Yep. The ref saw it Fordham's way. And the student section here certainly doesn't like that call. They're letting the refs know. Great atmosphere here today.
Ward misses it on the 1-and-1.
Oh.
Offensive rebound, though, and Whalen puts it back in.
See what, 14 seconds up the floor.
They kick it out. Ryan, free throw jumper, swishes it down. Too easy for Declan Ryan.
Declan Ryan is smooth.
4 seconds left, 3 seconds left. Ward trying to drive, fade away, hits back iron, and that will signal the end of the first half. And as you see, Canisius, they're jogging off. They are fired up. What a way to start off this game for the New York State Catholic Class A Boys Basketball State Championship game. Canisius up 41-22 on Fordham Prep. What we'll do is we'll take a break in the action, and when we get back, we'll have the start of the second half. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. home happens here.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf, that's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
I love being home.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf, that's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf, that's all you had to say. Call today.
You're on. And welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. We have exactly 5 minutes and counting left here for the first half intermission. Right now, Canisius is on top of Fordham Prep, 41-22 in the New York State Catholic Class A Boys Basketball State Championship game. But folks, what I want to do here is I want to go through an overview of high school basketball here in Western New York, because we've had a ton of championship and regional play that has taken place so far. So I want to start off with girls basketball that took place yesterday for the Monsignor Martin team. So they played in their Catholic state title games. St. Mary's of Manhasset did defeat Cardinal O'Hara in their matchup, and then Holy Cross came back to defeat St. Mary's of Lancaster 60-57. But today, St. Mary's boys basketball team came out strong for the Class B Catholic state title game, and they were able to come up with a big win over Cathedral Prep. And obviously right now you're tuning into the Canisius and Fordham Prep game. Canisius up big, 41-22. And as we go through the private schools, I want to get to the public schools because we've had a good amount of updates that have happened so far. Prattsburg Avoca defeated Westfield in Class C. The Section 5 team beat the Section 6 team there. But Section 6 able to bounce back real quick in Class C. Salamanca defeated Avon 61-59. I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Andy Herrick hit a game-winning three-pointer with 25 seconds left to put him up 61-59, and they were able to go on and win that game as they'll move on to the state semifinals. And then for later on for Section 6 basketball, the Class AA, it's 3:40 right now. So the Class AA game at 3:30 is taking place between Jamestown and Aquinas. We have the Class B game later at 7 p.m. That'll be Allegheny Limestone against Newark. And Class A at 8:30 between Amherst and Pittsford Mendon. All of those games will be on the NFHS network. And as we shift over to girls basketball, as I'll try to take a look at this up real quick. Bishop Kearney defeated Lancaster 64-55 in Class AA. In Class C, East Rochester is currently up on Frewsburg 36-27 as they have hit halftime. And there's definitely plenty more of basketball, girls basketball taking place as well. And we do have one in Class D as Sherman was able to defeat Batavia Notre Dame in their matchup. And as I keep scrolling through here, I'm just trying to look up the other games that are taking place today. So as their third game is between Section 6 and Section 5 in the regional game, Frewsburg and East Rochester are playing. At 5 o'clock, Newport will take on Waterloo, and then Williamsville South will take on Pittsford, all taking place there at Rush Henrietta in the Rochester area. But Matt, let's go back to this game between Canisius and Fordham Prep. I mean, you know, that was a buzzkill for Fordham Prep there in the first half. You couldn't ask for a better start for Canisius, but as head coach Brian Downey for Fordham Prep, what would you say in the locker room for that Rams team that's, you know, trying to find a way to mount a comeback?
Well, I think he's got to address himself first with maybe switching up some defenses. 41 points in the first half, and you got 6 different scorers here. And then when you went to shut Shane down and you shut Declan down a little bit in that second quarter, the others stepped up. But offensively, you know, I think Fordham's doing a nice job getting to the basket. They're penetrating. They're getting paint touches. Again, if you added up the number of threes made, I don't know if Fordham's made one. And I think Canisius has quite a few. So the three ball plays a big role in the game. So they got to get some stops. Again, like the last game where we talked about Cathedral Prep getting stops and then converting. You're in the same situation here, you know. Fordham has to get some stops, and then they got to convert.
And you are correct in terms of the three-point shooting for Fordham Prep. They don't have any of that so far. So obviously, perimeter shooting is definitely going to be one of those assets that they're going to have to try and come up with. Yep. And they've had some attempts to try to get the three-point shooting going. They just haven't been knocking them down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what their percentage is on the year or if they're a good shooting three-point team, but I know Canisius very well, and they are. Every one of the players on Canisius has the ability to make threes. And that's you know, again, that's why they are who they are. They have a lot of nice players. When they sub, they don't go down. They stay the same. But I'm interested to see what Fordham does defensively here in the second half. And Canisius is staying in their man, and they should. Fordham's only scored 22 points.
And we're just about to get started with the second half. The Canisius fan base student section is starting to get fired up, and we are underway. Leyland starting off with it for Fordham Prep. Moving it to Intrazi to the top of the key, and they try to give it to Boateng, who's guarded by Ryan. Almost had it stripped away. He almost fell down, too. Ward with it.
Nice defense there by Declan.
Intrazi for three. Hits too strong off the back iron. Harris for the putback. Can't get the friendly roll. Third time's a try. No, sir. Ryan blocked it. Intrazi to Ward. Maybe they can get it here on a fourth try. Two-pointer. It's short. Tipping it.
Wow.
Looked like that was Granto tipping it to Ryan, and then Fordham Prep commits the foul.
4 for $1 there, and they couldn't convert, you know. Again, we continuously talk about converting, and they're struggling on that. Oh, they're coming out. They're a little full court press, trying to increase the tempo maybe, try to force some turnovers. A little something different at least.
Try to go for that trap, but Cosgrove able to get it from Granto. Now the Schuster. They swing it to the top of the key to Ryan. Granto with it, and Husband going to be barking out some orders to set up an offense.
Kyle does such a nice job. Really good coach.
Nice speed, a pick and roll from Granto to Ryan.
Nice set there. Nice patience, nice pick and roll.
Ward with it to Boateng along the left wing, and they move it over to Intrazi. Inside, Whalen going up and gets it in.
It seems like they got to work so hard to score. They got to get some stops. This press is just...
Ryan over to Schuster as Cosgrove moves to his left side. Ryan fading away.
Oh.
It's short. Bobbling it. Cosgrove snags it. He goes up and attacks and will be rewarded with 2 free throw opportunities.
You got Declan with a little Dirk Nowinski moves there, those little step backs. Made one of them earlier in the game. I thought that one was going to go down too. But I can't say enough about Cosgrove. I mean, he's had one of those other players that stepped up today. He's scored, he's rebounded, he's defended. Really nice player.
Yeah, Cosgrove averaging 8.5 points a game, 6 rebounds a game. When I spoke to Kyle Husband a couple weeks ago when they were doing their Monsignor Martin championship round, he's the one guy that I've seen him step up, that he's seen, Cosgrove step up big time, especially as the playoffs kept rolling around. And he's shown it once again here in this big game in the Catholic State title.
You can't be more elated as a coach when everybody shows up.
Ward trying to cross over. Got Cosgrove the jump, and he gets it off the glass and in.
He's been doing a great job, 22, all game getting penetration. Oh, we got a little turnover here. Conversion.
Here's Ward. Didn't see anything, and he'll sag off. Using the screen from Boateng, trying to cut right through, and he's blocked! That was Eddie Cosgrove right there.
Cosgrove's making us look good, I'll tell you, but we keep complimenting him.
And then Ryan answers back with the layup.
Right here, kick out.
Boateng doesn't like what he saw at the 3. He'll drive, and we get a foul called against Ryan.
It was a foul, but I think Declan bailed him out a little bit. I don't think he needed to go at him. He was going away from the basket, fading away, going out of bounds, and Declan kind of rescued him a little bit, and Harris is shooting 2 now. But that last possession by Canisius was all set up by the defensive play of Cosgrove, who we've been seem to be talking about a lot today.
Free throw for Boateng, and he'll knock that first one in.
I mean, it seems like every quarter we're talking about a different Canisius player. That's when you know you got a really good team.
Boateng averaging just under 11 points a game, almost 10 rebounds a game. Goes 2 of 2 from the line that time. And, Matt, you said it correctly. Like every quarter feels like it's either one Canisius player doing something strong, the other quarter it's another one.
And, Shane's still doing his thing. If he's not scoring, he's defending, he's rebounding, he's playing hard.
Branto not needing the screen, but feeds it to Ryan. Mid-range jumper, short off the left side. Schuster with the offensive board. And he tried to get it off a Fordham prep
There's a stop.
leg, and it's taken away.
Oh, kick out right there.
Three-pointer for Whalen. Rolls in and out. Boateng for the putback, too strong. Off the glass, and Ciccone with the board. He runs into a double team.
It's one of those games. Things just aren't falling.
Cosgrove to Ciccone on a drive off the glass. Couldn't get the roll. Excuse me, that was off the rim. Putback, though, for Ryan. Too strong.
Yeah, over the back on Declan.
Declan Ryan will be called for the foul.
I just really like. I know I'm saying it a lot, but this Cosgrove, he just, he's in transition. He could have taken the ball to the basket, stopped, waited for Declan to come by, passed him the ball unselfishly. He's a really smart player.
Here's O'Sullivan firing a 3. Trying to get something going, and it doesn't pay off.
The inability to make a 3 is really going to come back and haunt him.
Here's Granto over to Schuster.
Nice.
Trying to give it to Cosgrove. It's tipped, and he'll go out of bounds. Here's Ryan.
Nice.
Hook shot and in. He's got 18 points. Ward on a drive. Underhand layup. No good.
Not a really good shot. Nice penetration, but forced shot. Right here in the corner, Cosgrove. Oh, he traveled.
Ref didn't see it. Ciccone shot.
Nice.
Couldn't get it. Second one, too strong. Ward over to Whalen, firing a 3.
Can they?
Hits back iron and out. Here's a nice pass from Ryan. Looks like that was to Schuster. Ciccone going up. Couldn't get it in, but will shoot 2 at the line.
Again, Cicconi's going to go to the line and maybe score, get his 2 points in the box score, but Declan Ryan's outlet pass to Schuster, and Schuster's ability to recognize what's in front of him, waits for Declan, or waits for Shane. Shane attacks the rim and gets to go to the foul line. Two heads-up plays by Canisius players.
And Ciccone knocks down the first free throw of the first half for him. You have a couple of substitutions. Number 3, this is Onyinye Okonkwo, who checks into the game for Fordham Prep. 2-2 to the line for Ciccone. It looks like Vinny Conroy also checked into the game for Canisius. 2-pointer for Ward, and he swishes it in. And now we get a timeout call with 3:36 remaining in the third quarter. Canisius up 51-31. We'll take a break in the action. You're watching Western New York Athletics. Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. Long pass from Granto to Schuster. There's a bounce pass over to Ryan. Spinning to his left, kicking it out to Granto, but got hacked big time in the pass attempt.
Might have been a good thing that they called the foul because he kicked it to Granto. Granto was wide open for a 3.
Second personal. And the fourth team foul.
Schuster, the bounce pass to Ryan against Boateng. And now we get a foul call against Boateng. And they'll put Ryan back at the line.
I'm not so sure about that call, but they called it. So Declan's back at the line. Really good free throw shooter.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, talked about earlier with Massimo Moretti, averaging 77 from the line for him on the season. Declan Ryan, 84% free throw shooter. Yeah, we did jinx it. Let's see, good old broadcaster jinxed, unfortunately. Second one on the way. This one,
I don't see Declan ever missing 2 free throws in a row. So, and let's see if you can get a. Oh, he traveled.
There's Boateng on a drive.
Oh, Declan's. It's got to be his third, maybe.
We'll see.
You're
correct. That is his third foul. Boateng will go to the charity stripe.
I think you're going to see Declan come out right now. Cosgrove's going in. I believe he's probably going to go in for Declan now.
Boateng rattles that one in.
Yep. There goes Declan. Smart move by Coach Husband. 3 fouls. You don't want him to pick up his 4th. Now with a 20-point lead. Give him a little rest. Get the quarter over with and let him finish the game with 3 fouls.
Second one on the way. Knocks in.
And the others have been playing really well. So
Ciccone just going by 2 defenders.
Yeah.
And Boateng gets called for the foul.
Good foul.
He had 3 fouls, so that might be his 4th. And it is. That's his 4th foul. So it looks like Jake Antrazi will come in. So Antrazi will come in for Boateng. And they're 1 foul away from being in the penalty for 1-and-1. Cosgrove moving it to Ciccone along the baseline. They bounce past it, but the ball went out of bounds.
Nice idea there by Shane. Just hit the line there on the kick out.
There's Ward. Oh, got Granto to move a bit. Hits back front rim and out though.
They had a shot. They just can't convert. They're getting good shots. They're just not going in.
And we get a foul called here. It looks like it's against Canisius.
No, that's against.
Was this Fordham Prep? Oh, it is.
Yep,
yes.
should be
it's
1-1
against-
right now.
Yep, it's going to be on Amari Ward. My apologies.
2 minutes, almost just under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and they're in the 1-1 already. It's a big mountain for Fordham to climb right now, especially when they can't make threes.
Schuster at the line, shooting a 1-1.
Connor Schuster, a phenomenal free throw shooter as well as he catches in the first one. Good three-point shooter as well. He had one in the second quarter, 35% free, three-point shooter. Kyle Husband, told me that he's one of the backbone players on this Crusaders squad that a lot of the guys will go to battle with him. As you see how when he gets fired up, how people want to back him up. He's been a phenomenal player for them.
Oh yeah, he's a spark plug for them. I'll tell you that.
Here's Ward on a drive, ends up losing it off his knee, and a turnover.
Yeah.
Here's Whalen able to jump that. Nice feed to Antrazi, and he'll score inside.
Oh. Foul 90.
So
80 feet from the basket, they're fouling, and he put Shane, who's a good shooter as well, on the line.
So Anine Okonkwo will get called for the foul. That's now 18 fouls. As Lucas Ingrando will check in for Canisius, replacing Vinny Conroy. And Shane Cerconi will shoot 2 at the line. Cerconi averaging 19.6 points a game, 8.8 rebounds a game, 71% free throw shooter. As you see it there, gets another free throw point in.
Fordham's got to get something going here. Defensively, create some turnovers, stop Canisius from scoring, and then put the ball in the basket. 19-point deficit. They got to get something going soon.
Whalen with the Euro step to Okonkwo and then gave it to Ward. 2-pointer against Cerconi. Looked like that was partially tipped. Cosgrove trying to find a teammate, gets it to Granto, over to Cerconi. And Cerconi almost had it taken away, but the Crusaders will keep possession.
Watch Cerconi on this out of bounds play.
Able to grab it, and now we get a foul called against Okonkwo. So that will be
Back to
10. It's that should be it's going to be 1-1. So we'll actually make that 9-team foul. Cerconi will go back to the line.
Shane Cerconi, 1-1.
Declan Ryan went out of the game. They've actually increased the lead by a point or two.
22-point lead, and Cerconi has 18 points, now 19 points. He's got 6 in this quarter, and they've all come from the free throw line. A perfect 8 of 8, actually, from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, Shane's, like I've said repeatedly, is a really good player. Works on his game.
Cerconi over, Ingrando for 3. Bang! Lucas Ingrando, the senior!
Nice to see Lucas get that. Senior. Shane made that play, though. Shane could have taken that, but he saw Grando wide open in the corner and made that pass, and then Grando did the rest.
Ward
Nice job.
able to answer back.
Oh, here comes the Grando again.
Ingrando on
right
a
at him.
drive, able to fake O'Sullivan a bit. Cerconi trying to tip it, offensive rebound, blocked by Okonkwo, though. But Ward stepped out of bounds when he tried to get the ball.
Like to see a kid like Grando get in a state finals game his senior year and getting in the stat book here.
So Schuster will take this out of bounds. Granto looked like he tripped up a bit with a Fordham prep player and fell down. He's got the ball, though. Schuster is Ingrando to the right side. Now we get a foul called here, and it's against Fordham prep again.
And here we go to the line for 2 shots now. We're in the 10th team foul.
Yeah, 10 team fouls now for the Rams. They'll put the Crusaders shoot 2, and it's Granto.
the line shooting 2.
Granto shooting 36% from beyond the arc, also a 75% free throw shooter. Now, I mentioned earlier that he's a transfer for North Tonawanda, but since Kyle Husband's had him on this squad, he loves how he's been a consistent hard worker and has a lot of energy on this team as he goes 0 of 2. Ciccone for the putback. Got 1 minute now remaining in the third quarter. Whalen being guarded by Schuster. To the left side, he has O'Sullivan along the top of the key. Trying to kick it out, though. Granto tips it, and Cosgrove will get the steal. Ciccone to Ingrando. Reverse layup. Couldn't get it. Ciccone, though, for the putback.
There's O'Shane
23
getting those
points.
offensive putbacks. Shane is a complete player.
Ward trying to answer back. Couldn't get the friendly roll. Shot clock turned off. Whalen, though, able to pickpocket Granto. 2 of the 23s going at it. Couldn't get the friendly roll. Whalen initially blocked by Cosgrove. Still
back.
has it, though. Ward trying to go up again off the glass. And a nice attempt, though. He's got 8 points in the third quarter. 14 total. 6 seconds left. Ciccone, 5 seconds left. Step back, two-pointer. Hits back iron. Cosgrove for the putback, and it's in! Right before the buzzer.
I can't say enough about our guy Cosgrove there. He's just doing everything tonight for Canisius. Always seems to be there when the play needs to be made. He's just having a great game.
67-39 is our score in favor of Canisius. 1 quarter left to go. We'll take a break in the action. You're watching Western New York Athletics.
I love being home.
We realize now more than ever is the perfect time to have the perfect house. We're confident we'll find your dream home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today.
You know what's funny? It's funny mentioning Moretti again because when we just did the St. Mary's game not too long ago, he had 23 points starting into the third quarter. Ciccone has 23 points as well heading into the fourth quarter as we get a foul here against Fordham.
Well, like I've been saying, big players show up for big games, and fortunately for St. Mary's, he showed up, and now you got everybody showing up for Canisius. Not just Declan and Shane, but everybody showing up. And again, I can't say enough about Cosgrove.
Yeah, Cosgrove has 6 points, done a phenomenal job of the rebounding department, and
Yeah.
also,
Finding the open guy. And
shots.
it's more than, as a coach, Kyle will tell you, it's more than the scoring. It's everything else. And I just think Cosgrove's fulfilled his role exceptionally today.
Ryan now has 21 points. Here's now Harris.
Nice.
What an offensive foul call.
Grando, is that a Grando? 3?
Oh, it is Vinny Conroy, actually.
Conroy.
Yep.
Conroy, that's the second charge he's drawn today. Great job. Nice job there, standing in, taking a charge. Not many kids are willing to do that.
Checking back in for the Rams, number 11, Nyschsaa.
Nice. Extra pass.
Nice job by Cerconi to cut through the hole, but it wasn't there.
That does,
And now I got a foul called.
yeah. Great job there by Canisius breaking that press. Ball didn't even touch the floor.
Canisius foul number 34, Declan Ryan. His fourth
Always got
personal.
guys willing to make the extra pass.
That was the fourth team foul.
Here's now Ward. We went to Whalen, trying to drive to his right side against Conroy, using that strength and able to get through.
That's a nice move, but 23's got to be careful. He's going to get a technical here soon.
Cerconi facing
Nice.
that double team, finding Cosgrove, trying to give it to Granto, and he does.
Oh,
Now to
boy.
Ryan, guarded by Boateng. Two-pointer, too strong, off the left side of the rim. Cerconi fell down.
I think he's okay, though. He's getting up. Good, good.
Ward trying to save it, but he stepped out of bounds.
I think on that last possession, Declan had Cosgrove cut to the basket, didn't give it to him. Thought Cosgrove had a nice chance there for an easy basket.
So Ryan looks like he'll take a seat. Looks like that's Granto over to Schuster. Normally you get a pass like that, it's taken away, but good positioning by Canisius. Conroy
Cosgrove, one more pass. Nope.
over to
Nice.
Cosgrove, hook shot it in. We got 6:40 remaining here in the game as Trazi over to Okonkwo, whose shot's too strong to
Am I
left
wrong, or have they not made a three?
side. They have not hit 1-3 yet. You are correct.
You can't win in today's game without making threes.
Cerconi to the top of the key to Granto, now moving it over to Conroy. Conroy almost got stripped by Whalen, but Whalen will get commit for the reaching foul.
Oh, no.
What are you trying to look for?
Crusaders raising double points. Putting Conroy at the line, shooting two.
So it looks like for three-pointers made, they have 6. 5 that came in the first half, just 1 in the third quarter. Conroy knocks down his free throw.
So 18 to 0 in
shooter.
three-point scoring for Canisius.
Second one on the way, and he swishes it down, going 2 of 2 from the line. Here's now Ward trying to give it to Boateng. He's facing a double team. Try to give it to Okonkwo, but it's stolen away. Too high. Schuster gets it. Over to Granto for the layup. Too strong. And Trazi with the rebound. Ward along that right wing. Trying to kick it out to Whalen, but nothing's there. Trying to spin, and he ends up traveling. And then Declan Ryan looks like he'll come back into the game. Will come in for Schuster. Ryan with it, trying to feed it to his guard, and gives it to Conroy. From one guard over to Cerconi. Ryan along the free throw line, trying to go to his left, ends up losing it and takes it away. Ward on a drive, Euro step layup and in.
Get the ball over.
So now facing a double team, and now it looks like we'll get a timeout called by
Canisius
Kyle Husted.
forced to call a timeout to beat the 10-second count.
So we got 5:07 remaining in the game. Canisius up big, 73-43. What we'll do is we'll take a break in the action. We'll come right back. This is Western New York Athletics.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
And welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. We had an update for a Class AA regional game in boys basketball. Halftime between Aquinas and Jamestown. Aquinas just ahead of the Red Raiders, 23-21. Here's now Conroy along the left wing, trying to kick it back out to Granto, and he does. To the right side to Cosgrove. Cosgrove
Nice
over to
pass.
Ryan.
Oh,
Didn't like what he saw. Now he'll shoot it. Doesn't get the friendly roll. Cosgrove
There
with the
he
offensive
is.
board. Going up with it and in.
Cosgrove. Nice play.
Ward along the right side. Trying to cut right through. Didn't like what he saw at the shot. We'll move it over. Whalen didn't like what he sees. He'll try to drive. He'll go up against Ryan. Nothing's there. And Ryan grabbing the board. And an outlet pass to Cosgrove. On a drive, stripped away by Ward, but it will go out of bounds back to Canisius.
Let's see, these teams might be emptying their benches soon. I don't know. 32-point game.
O'Connor Schuster just came back in for Conroy. Declan Ryan with
Watch him
it.
spin back.
Over from Schuster to Cosgrove. He'll fire a three. Hits front rim and out. Granto bobbles it. Cerconi, though, for the putback and in.
Attacking the boards. You might not get the board. You might tip it. Get it to a teammate, and they score. And that's just what Granto just did, just by attacking the board.
Step back jumper for Ward. Trying to tip it, though, was Boateng, and like that went off him out of bounds. Now I'll get a substitution. Number 50 for Fordham Prep. That's J.P. Denfeld. Will come into the game for Entrazi. Looks like Fordham Prep will go to this full court press. From Schuster to Cerconi on a drive going up. And Denfeld will commit the foul.
Rams foul number 50, J.P. Denfeld, his first personal. James Cerconi at the line, shooting two.
Cerconi currently now with 25 points in the game. Back at the free throw line. Knocks down another free throw. And we're going to get a couple substitutions. Fordham Prep, number 34, Devin Haynes checks into the game. And for Canisius, number 25, Christian Morse will check into the game.
Nice move by Coach Husband getting these seniors in there. Last game, they're going to be dressed as the Canisius Crusader. Nice way to end it in a Florida state championship game.
So now Whalen trying to drive, go up for the layup, and will get the roll, and he'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Thomas Wade at one. Canisius foul number 13, Connor Schuster's third personal.
We'll get a couple more substitutions. For Canisius, number 22, Nathan Leonard will check into the game, and number 30, Peter Meyer, will come into the game. And doesn't get the three-point play.
Can't say enough about Canisius. Every single player showed up to play today, and
Here's now Cerconi on a drive, too short to the right side. He goes back in and gets another chance to go to the free throw line.
that's what Shane Cerconi's been doing all season long.
We'll get another substitution for the Rams. Number 10, Tim Dahani will check into the game. And he'll go in for Whalen.
Cerconi would be on Dick Vitale's all-Windex team. The way he attacks the boards offensively and defensively.
And this one hitting back iron and a nice offensive rebound there for Morse. Schuster with it, getting it back from Leonard, and Leonard will get it back.
Oh, nice
Swing it
play,
around,
nice
over
play.
to Ryan.
All day.
Going up
all
and
day.
in. 23 points in the game for the senior.
40-point lead here.
There's now Okonkwo. Moving around. And Cerconi still playing aggressive. Okonkwo on the way up for a layup and in.
Really happy for Coach Husband and his team. Kids finally got a chance to play for a state title after a couple years of being shut down, and they rose to the occasion.
Absolutely. It's Leonard with it. Moving it from Schuster to Ryan. On the right side of the free throw line. Good spin moving in.
Might be time to set the big fella down. Although he is a senior and this is his last game.
Okonkwo on a drive, hitting front rim and out. Ryan with the rebound, and Okonkwo steals it back. The top of the key to the right side, moving it over to Dahani. Okonkwo with it. Three-pointer on the way. Devin Haynes' shot, no good, and it goes over the backboard for a turnover. And now we'll get a full new group of guys.
Sorry.
So we get some brand new guys in for Canisius as the main starters for the Crusaders will take a seat with 1:56 left to go in the game, and what a phenomenal performance each player has done so far.
All right, congratulations to these seniors, state champions, Catholic state champions.
Three-pointer on the way, hitting back iron, tipped. Kachaki trying to grab it, but it's rebounded by Dahani. As he gives it over to Meyer. Dahani now to Okonkwo. To the top of the key, trying to drive. Pushing off a little bit, going for the layup. It's short, bobbled around. Going up is Meyer, too much to the left side, and rebounded by Leonard. Leonard getting that screen from a key. He'll move to the right side. Driving through for the layup. Just couldn't get the friendly roll.
Deserved better there. Nice move there. I just want to thank you again, Jared, for inviting me in here to the booth and calling the games.
Absolutely. It's definitely been a fun game. 2 games that we've had so far. And it was great to have you, Matt, on the broadcast, as our color commentator. As now it looks like we're going to get another substitution. Looks like number
Morse.
25, Christian Morse, will check back into the game for Leonard.
Another senior. Now Morse at the top of the key. Moving it around, giving it over to Esposito. Here's now Morse. We got to push him back. Illegal screen. Yep. Got his elbows, arms up, moved a little bit.
Canisius number 33, Kachaki, his first personal, and the 16th round.
What a career Declan's had, you know. Good senior season. Definitely be considered as player of the year, him and Shane. But we're gonna miss him.
On a drive for the layup off the glass will go in for Peter Meyer. Senior, one of the few seniors on Fordham Prep playing their last games. As you hear the countdown from the student section, a game that was 2 years in the making. Canisius wins the New York State Catholic Class A State Championship.
Congratulations, Coach Husband and the Canisius Crusaders.
Want to thank everyone for tuning into this broadcast live on Western New York Athletics. For our camera guy, Mario, our producer, Frank Wolf, our color commentator, Matt Bradshaw. My name is Jacob Feig. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this game. And if you guys are tuning into the last game as well between St. Mary's and Cathedral Prep, we thank you guys for tuning in that one as well. Signing off on this broadcast. Have a great weekend, everyone.